Previously on BMT Storytime.
So once you get through 0 week, you're still pretty tired, but you're kind of getting in this routine of waking up early, going to bed early, just getting adjusted. And you know, just as you think you're starting to get enough sleep, just when you think that you are starting to get adjusted, you know what they do? Bam! They give you EC duty. Worst wall locker in the flight. Don't let me see it again. I was bawling. That was like the first time, I remember that was the first time I had cried while BMT. Was the first church service, and they wanted to put on some Marvin Sapp. Are you serious? You know everybody's about to start crying. I cried so much, even after the song was over, I cried for like 3 more songs after that. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm obviously in a different room. No, I'm not in my own room. I'm actually in my dorm's, like, what do you call this, like a study room, like a day room kind of thing. Apparently nobody comes in here. Hopefully nobody comes in here, because that'll be real embarrassing for someone to just walk in and see me posted with my phone taped to a big old window. But in the meantime, I would like to continue this BMT Storytime series with week 2. So believe it or not, week 2 was actually the week that everything started to get easier, and that was when I felt like we had a routine. Week 2 was also the week that our MTIs stopped yelling at us. At some point, your MTIs will stop yelling at you guys for no reason. Well, one of our MTIs stopped yelling completely and like never yelled at us for the rest of the time that we were at BMT. And the other one, I mean, he still yelled, but like, he didn't yell at us for like disciplinary reasons. I felt like he was just yelling to be loud. Week 2 is also the week that we actually got our first patio break. And because we were in Disneyland dorms, I'm not 100% sure if Alcatraz dorms got a patio break, but basically in Disneyland dorms, we have this whole area downstairs. It has vending machines, it has like an ice cream machine, soda machines, and your MTIs will basically reward you with a patio break. So you guys can go and like get snacks and just kind of chill out for a little bit. Since day 1, since the first day that I even saw those vending machines over there and saw that there's ice cream, I had been eyeing this strawberry shortcake ice cream. To be completely honest, the only thing that I really craved throughout BMT was ice cream. When I tell you, the minute our MTI let us out of the room to go downstairs to the patio for our patio break, it was like a freaking bum rush. Like, it was like we were crack fiends that hadn't had crack in so long, and everybody just like bum rushed the vending machine, like me included. To be honest, I don't even run that fast for my PT test. So like, as soon as I could have some sugar, some ice cream, some soda, some chips, I was just hauling tail out there. So you know what, everybody's lined up all in front of the ice cream machine, because you know that was everyone's first priority. Yeah, I forgot to mention that they let Brother Flight go before us. Our Brother Flight had their patio break first, and they broke the ice cream machine. Like, they were coming, we passed them coming upstairs, and they were like, hey, just to let you guys know, the ice cream machine is broken. And we're like, nice try. No, it's not. But little did we know that they were actually telling the truth, and they were like really looking out for us. Like, I thought we were just joking. I thought they were just sitting there trying to play us. Like, nah, they was really looking out, and the ice cream was broken for our first patio break, which is really disappointing. So then I was like, okay, since I can't have my ice cream, all I want is some soda and chips, right? Well, there's like a bunch of people in front of me, and they're trying to get chips as well. And for some reason, all the buttons are broken. Like, okay, not all the buttons were broken, but like the important buttons were broken for the types of chips and like snacks that we wanted. So we're like, our first patio break is basically just gonna be like us drinking water and Gatorade and soda and juice. Like, why would you put all this temptation here and then not make sure that the vending machines work in order for us to have a successful patio break? All I wanted was a strawberry shortcake ice cream, and I can't even have that. Do you understand that we may never have another patio break ever again, and I can't even have my strawberry shortcake? Like, that's all I wanted. I was tripping. I couldn't have my chips. I couldn't have everything was broke, okay? So literally my first patio break only consisted of a bottle of soda, which low-key was kind of like crack. It was kind of like, I don't know, because it was real nice. It was like I had never had soda before, and it was like the best thing ever, because you know, you can't have soda while you're in BMT, so it had been like a couple weeks since I had any like sugar. So, you know, I apologize if I seem like I'm talking really fast or a little out of my element today, like out of my norm. I did have an energy drink before this, so like I'm a little out there today. I'm a little out there right now, you know, I'm a little hype. So, you know, just go ahead and just ignore that. Very charismatic today. This is why I don't need energy drinks, because I'm already lit as it is. So when you add a whole bunch of caffeine on top of that, it's like, woo! So for those of you who watched my last video, I made a statement that I just want to go ahead and what's the word? Reevaluate? No, it's not reevaluate. What's the word? What's the word that I want to oh my god, that I want revisit. There's a statement I made that I want to revisit really quick. Worst wall locker in the flight. Don't let me see it again. Yeah, so remember that? Yeah, okay. So in week 2, we had our first inspection, right? We had already had the appraisal, you know. I failed miserably, failed with flying colors. Okay. Come week 2, we had our first wall locker inspection. So pretty much what that consists of is, you know, clipping strings on your uniform, rolling shirts, which I sucked horribly at. If you ever looked in my wall locker drawer and saw my shirts were rolled perfectly, I probably didn't do it. Shout out to the people who knew how to roll shirts. Prior to this inspection, our MTIs from other flights, they had all mentioned to us that specifically 99% of trainees fail their first wall locker inspection. 99% fail. Okay, you guys already saw how my first appraisal went, so when they said that, I was like, well, I guess I'm just about to be the 99%. I mean, I don't know. Looking at my track record for inspections and appraisals, it's not looking too good. It's not looking like it's in my favor right now. So I was just mentally prepared to fail this inspection. Now I want to say for our first inspection, you can only get 7 demerits. Your MTI goes around and looks at everything, and if something is wrong, he checks it off on this little inspection form, and you can only get 7 items wrong. So again, you can only have 7 demerits. No more than 7 demerits for your first inspection. You know how many I got? 6. Oh, you said what? Like, I am sweating bullets watching him look through my stuff and like mark stuff off, and each time he's just like, this is wrong, you got strings on your trousers, you got this wrong, you got this wrong, and he's just checking them off the list, and I'm like, okay, alright, I'm just about to fail, like. But he gets to my 6th demerit, and he's like, alright, good job, you passed. I don't think y'all understand how happy I was, how proud I was that I was a part of the 1%. Who got the worst wall locker in the flight now? Next thing I want to touch on is one memorable moment for me personally, and that was when we got our name tapes for our ABUs. Now, you gotta think, at this point in BMT, you don't have anything on your ABU blouse, like anything on your coat or your jacket or whatever. Not only are you a slick sleeve, because you don't have any chevrons, you don't have any stripes, but you are also nameless. So that moment when your MTI gives you your name tapes that have your last name on them, and you know you're gonna get these sewn on, it was just a great feeling. Low key, I teared up. I teared up only slightly, but it was a great feeling. Now, last but not least, last thing I want to touch on. Now, I haven't exactly thought about how I'm going to address the people involved in this next story, but basically I'm gonna touch on the first sign of drama that happened in my flight. You guys already know how I operate, okay? I don't script any of these videos, any of my story times. I do not sit here and make a script on what I'm going to talk about and how I'm going to talk about it and all this other stuff. Everything is literally off the dome, because if I planned everything out, it wouldn't be funny. It would be whack. It would be too I don't know the right word, but it would just be too structured. You know what I'm saying? So every story time that you ever watch of mine is completely off the dome. So at the end of week 2, I'm not 100% sure what sparked this discussion, but my flight decided, or at least I guess the leadership positions decided that it would be a good idea for us to have a talking circle. The objective of this was to, I guess, project things that we think we can work on, or I guess in this case, people's personal issues with others. Isn't that always a great thing when you get a bunch of females together to talk about their feelings? So the object of this talking circle was that we would pass around a hanger, and if you had the hanger, you were able to speak your piece, and if you didn't have the hanger, well, you would just be listening. At least that's how we thought it was gonna go. All right, so everything is going great. We're all talking about things that we could work on, giving positivity, giving motivation, you know, as we should. I don't exactly know what made this talking circle make a hard left, but out of nowhere, one person gets the hanger, and basically they were voicing how they felt about one of our leaders' leadership styles. And she was just asking questions on why we didn't do something one way and the fact that we should have done it another way. I don't know what happened. All I remember is that some of our leaders started to what's the good way to explain this without people getting mad at me? Some people felt like some people were getting defensive. A couple people started talking out of turn who didn't have the hanger. People were starting to give their opinions. Some people denied that they were leading the group a certain way. Other people felt like they were being attacked. Other people felt like people were out of line. Like, it got crazy, like real fast. And as everybody's bickering and going back and forth, a lot of us are sitting here like, I'm confused, because literally nobody had shown signs of having an issue with anybody until this that very day. That was the first time that we had seen any type of drama, and we had no idea that all this stuff had been festering for these like past couple weeks. So after that, other people started calling people out, people that they had their details with. They just started calling people out. Attitudes were thrown left and right. I was confused. I was like, I didn't even know y'all had issues with each other. What is happening? Like, we were good. Let's just say, long story long, after that talking circle, we never agreed to have a talking circle ever again. So, but do you think that stopped the drama? Not in the slightest. But that is all I have for this video. Make sure you guys continue to like these videos if you want me to keep posting the series. Don't forget, we still have a lot more to talk about. Beast Week, how I did on my first PT test, my gas chamber experience. Oh dear God, you know what? I'm not even ready for that yet. But like I said, if you guys want these videos to continue, go ahead and like this video and go ahead and subscribe. If this video gets to 50 likes, if the rest of these videos that I post get 50 likes, at least 50 likes, I will continue the series. I will continue the series. You have my word. I gotta go sit down somewhere because I'm too caffeinated. But yeah, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your uncle. Go ahead and subscribe to me. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat because, you know, I be litty out here in tech school or whatever. I'll see y'all in the next video.